Hey guys, what's up, with Jax here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a goat horn farm in Minecraft. So stay tuned and let's get going. So this is the goat farm here. It was designed by one of my marvelous patrons, Jackson, so big shout out to him and credit goes to him. But it's so simple but works so very well. So let's discuss how this works. In the center here, we have 2 chickens and a rogue goat. That shouldn't be there, but 2 chickens. That's the important thing. Then we have goats around here. Now what the goats will do is they'll ram the chickens, will try to, actually hit this block and then drop their horns, and that'll be picked up by this minecart. And you can see just by these chests here, this is a really effective farm, and we have all the different types of horns. Now once these goats all drop their horns, what Jackson does, or what you will do, is come through, kill off these goats, and then rebreed them with the ones that you've got tied up over here. Now if you want more information about goats and all things about them, check out my other video on them. Link for them will be in the description down below. But let's get on to the material list. So for this build, you will need the blocks on your screen now. Grab all of those and then we can get building. Alright, we're going to start by coming 4 blocks off of the ground, 1, 2, 3, 4, and creating a 17 by 17 square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17 by 17, and we're going to fill that in with grass. Then we're going to find the middle, which should be 8 blocks in from either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And replace that block there with a piece of stone like this. Placing a oak boat or any sort of boat on that block, we're going to just do that. And then we're going to put 2 chickens into this boat. Now we can do this by grabbing one from the wild and bringing it over with a lead, and then plopping it into the boat like that. We want 2. So bring them along just like this. Then we're going to grab out more of that stone and create sort of a halo around these chickens like this. Super simple. This is what it should look like. Now we're going to go along the outside and create a 2 high fence wall with a slab on top like this. Just going right around. Now that we've got this, we're going to go below and work on the collection system. To do this, we're going to go to a side and create a long stone line. Then we'll place rails on those lines, and roughly in the center we'll place a powered rail. The center is here, so place powered rail, then more rails. Then place a lever under that powered rail and power it. Ooh, don't fall through the earth like that. And then you want to do this right along. And you want to wrap it and continue doing this and just continue wrapping it round and around and around. Now to start off here, when doing this, you're going to notice that when we get to this end here, that our rails loop around, and we don't want that. So we're going to temporarily break this rail here, then place a rail there, then place this back. And then we're going to continue this. Now you can power them all at the end, these powered rails, or you can do it as you go. It's up to you. Do this until you reach the very end. Alright, now that we have this, we're going to break these last 4 rails here. And we're going to grab out some hoppers and some chests. We're going to place some chests just over here like this, and then some hoppers going into them. Then place the rails back over those hoppers. Then place 2 blocks coming out like so. Rail there, and then we want to place a powered rail on this last one here that goes into a block that is then powered. Now we want to do the same setup with these 2 blocks and a powered rail on the other end all the way over here as well. Now that we have this, we can go ahead and place our minecart down. Make sure that it is a minecart with hopper, place it on the rail and get going. And it should be able to reach right around, hit the powered rail and just go all the way around. Alright, we've now got the minecart system running, and we can now work on getting our goats in here. Now keep in mind that there are 2 different variants of goats. There are the regular goats and the screaming goats. The screaming goats are very, very tricky to get. You need to breed goats, and even then it only has a 2% chance of getting them. But if you do get them, they do drop different horns, so you want to chuck them into this little section here. But now it's time to fill up our area with goats. But just before we do that, we want to add a roof onto this. Now you can add any sort of pretty roof that you want, or you can just easily quickly come up with slabs here and cover this like so. But yes, then once you've done this, you want to get all of your goats and chuck them into here and get breeding them. You can start off with just 2 goats and breed them with wheat, and this way you get a chance of getting some screaming goats as well, even if it's low. And you just continue breeding these guys, and they will ram the chickens. That will drop their horns, the minecart will pick it up, and once every goat in here, or most goats, have dropped their horns, you want to kill all the goats and then rebreed them again. So a great tactic and a great thing that Jackson does, the designer of this farm, one of my amazing patrons, he ties up 2 goats to the fence like this to make sure that they don't get killed when he's culling off the goats, and those are his breeding goats. Then the rest are farmed for horns and then killed, and then he rebreeds them. So the reason why you want to get screaming goats and regular goats is because they drop different types of horns depending on their variant. Now if you want to know more about goats, check out my video all about goats. Link for that will be in the description down below. Now, the only other thing I suggest doing is coming inside or on the roof, grabbing out some glowstone and just placing in a few lights so mobs don't spawn in there. But once you've done that and you breed up your goats, you have a fully working goat horn farm and you can get all the goat horns that you want. So on that note, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, stay carbonated and have a happy new year.